This video is about video resolution. You probably haven't thought about video resolution unless you were going out and buying a TV. And you think to yourself, what does a resolution mean? And how does that directly relate to the amount of money that's going to come out of my wallet? But in educational video, it is important because you have students who are communicating and connecting to you and content in different forms, in different ways, on different devices. So today's short little video is going to talk about what do those numbers actually mean. We're going to use an example here to show a little bit of different formatting. So the first thing is, here we have the Arctic polar bear in its natural state, a zoo, and we're going to look at the video specs of what does all this mean. So old-time videos used to be in a standard rate called 4:3 or 4:3. This is the old movies or the square TVs that you remember from your childhood, or maybe you don't remember those from your childhood at all because you're still a young teacher and everything you've ever seen is in 16:9, which is widescreen, or again, dealing with the people who know what 4:3 is, letterbox. So those are the screens that you're looking at probably right now. If you're looking at a mobile device, unless you have it sideways, you are looking at it in portrait mode. Sideways is landscape, and most laptops or desktops now have what is called a landscape view or screen, and is 16:9. And that's how many lines are widthwise and height-wise. So if we look at our sheet here, 240p. P means progressive video as opposed to I, which means integrated. Most human eyes can't detect between the two. I might be a little more blinky, but the P is what we're going to deal with today. So the minimum of 240p is really at the level that you're going to need for your students and you to actually get a content across. Standard definition is 480p. In between that is a website level, and that's what websites tend to run video in. And if you've watched a video on a website specifically, you can see it's a little more grainy and a little more hiccupy. So the next step up is 720p, and that is considered HD, so high definition video. That is pretty much where you want to be. The reason is that is pretty universal. You'll be able to see it on a computer, you'll be able to see it on a phone, you'll be able to see it on a smart TV. If you go any higher than that, 1080p, you're getting into Blu-ray level or what is called full high definition. And although very full or high definition is great when you're trying to get content across, it is going to be pretty big when you're sending a file out. So if you're trying to get information out to students or fellow teachers or your peers, it's going to be tough if you're running at 1080p. But you ask, what if I'm running one of the Macintosh Retina displays or some other high-level monitor? That would be considered 2K. Usually not mentioned much, but that is a Retina display. As you move on from that, you have 4K, which is 2160p. Above that is 8K, which you may have heard about. 8K is really high definition, and to put it into a visual perspective, your eye can do about 40 megapixels. 8K is 33 megapixels. Obviously, your brain as a camera has a lot more computing power than your smart TV, even if you pay for the brand new 25-foot wide 8K multiple tens of $1,000s screen. But we're not going to worry about that. We're worried about the videos that you're sending to your kids. 720p or 1080p are pretty much the limits you're going to have. However, the bigger the resolution, the more things you can see if you are showing like your screen here and my polar bear, but it's also the size of the video itself. I'll follow up with another video about how to compress sizes using an application, open source application that I found, and we'll also show you the difference. So right now you're looking at this page in portrait. So that was the old 4:3, and I'm going to show you how much bigger it is with space still on the sides of landscape. So the reason that we went to 16 by 9 instead of 9 by 16 is you can get a lot more information and much bigger. So if you're doing your videos in portrait, that's great, but we want the content to be in landscape. We want it to be big, bright, bold, and easy to read. Thank you for tuning into this video and this YouTube channel, and we hope to continue you on your path to digital learning. Thank you.